Hello? YouTube? Hello? Hello, my name's XMyGTTV. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Mike, what's going on? What's so special? You got a camera now, too? I know, I had to be a little weird. I know, look at my pale legs, boy. I told you I was gender. Look at that thing. Look at SP50. Wow, in my own room. You see that? It's nice and dark in here. It's my bedroom. And my game room's in there. Sorry, I gotta move back in here, but it's just, we're playing Minecraft right now. But anyways, enough of the life. What's going on, Mike? Well, the beta's coming out, and unfortunately, I was wrong in my last video. I'm sorry about that. Thank you for correcting me. Thank you so much. But I'm still kind of upset now. Why isn't the new stuff coming out? Last time I checked, Glaive had the most problems in the previous beta. 50% of the weapon wasn't there, so why can't we play with it now to see? But we're able to add in a new monster with armor to play with. Like, okay, it's just, all right. I mean, whatever, man. I feel like it's kind of weird how like Glaive is a big player base of its own, and remember, we're paying money. There's still a chunk of us that play pure Glaive. I mean, I know there's other people do that just for Glaive, maybe. I don't know, but just remember, we're paying money too, though. But it's just, I would hope we could have like the full experience before the game came out, man. Now we're having to wait for Glaive. I know it's not the game. I know people are like, not the game. I know, but for people that play Glaive, dude, it's just. This is the ESPN channel for Glaive, bro. What up? But man, what are y'all doing, bro? Like, I don't know what's going on. There's a lot going on that we need to talk about. First things first, you guys are going for a charging weapon that's a resource consumer. Okay, so you have two different things trying to coexist, right? On top of you could say even a third thing, which is aerial play, right? Because you're adding that in now too, right? So it's just so much stuff you're adding in. It's kind of like wonky. On top of that, the current thing that's very powerful now that you guys haven't fixed, even with this video that's after the current beta, right? Thanks, Eric. Please don't, if you don't mind. It's a good source inside to go to. But yeah, it was 3 weeks ago for this one. LT Harvest is a major problem still. It's way too fast now. And the reason I say that is because we basically have everything to our disposal from the previous generation world besides the red buff, but I see why you guys are adding charging in for whatever reason, but we'll talk about that. But other than that, you have everything at your disposal to get your extracts as soon as possible from drill checking. I don't know why you just don't do that. With capitalize on your marking while attacking, jumping around, bouncing, RT, and all the good stuff, marking more. But it's just, apparently we're just going to harvest extract now for colors. Maybe that was the cure for people having troubles with getting extracts. I don't know. That should have never been a problem with Glaive. If that was your problem, then you need to go back and practice. Sorry to say. I have a lot of experience and time on the weapon alone. Check me out on Twitch. I have almost over 8,000 missions and 1,800 hours. So alone is Glaive. So I play it just a little bit. So yeah. Extract should never ever be your problem. The only thing you should have problems with is not hitting the air and RTing the head. Like, that's the only two things you should have problems with, right? So, because that's the sweet spot. That's where everybody should be going anyways, which is a big freaking problem in this game. But anyways, so LT Harvest and Tornado is going to be the better option. Reason I said, unless for some odd reason the new twirling, because I know the twirling now gives you increased air damage, blah, 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 I know. So it would have to be a buff that stays on you for 10 to 15 seconds after you've twirled, because eventually you're going to want a descending thrust and work your way into a tornado or Y down or at some point, because your stamina is going to get too low, you're going to have to do it anyways, right? Or the boss is in a perfect time, you're going to want to hit that RT down real quick. It's all that good stuff, or descending thrust because you got to charge it now. That's so stupid, but we'll get into that too. But there's so much with Glaive, dude. But it's just, that's what you're going to want to do. You're literally just going to LT Harvest in a tornado, or it's just, like I said, unless that buff stays all the way through for you to do that, where it's going to want you to twirl, get the bus for 10 to 15 seconds, LT Harvest Tornado, LT Harvest Tornado, working a twirl, LT Harvest and Tornado as like a rotation of some sort. That's the only thing I could think of. Other than that, you're going to want to Harvest Tornado, Harvest Tornado, Harvest Tornado, because guess what? Remember, charge weapon on top of a resource consumer. Why else are we sitting on our resources? Yes, I know. They give us attack, speed, jump height, armor, flinch free, all that stuff, I know. But the tornado is the strongest attack in the game to my knowledge, unless for some reason this new swing attack is, right? But even then, it's so long. Watch this. Look how long. It's like, you can watch it yourself, but if you watch it yourself, go back and time it. It's about 3 seconds, if not that, on top of the twirl, it adds another second. So it's basically a 4-second attack you lock yourself into. So this thing better do some massive, and I mean some massive stagger damage and damage, man. Because I could be wildly swinging with red buff with B button and hitting a hell of a lot harder than that. Trust me, a lot more damage. I could hit over 1,000 probably, most likely just hitting Bs, dude. Like on World. Like I'm just comparing the two. If this was in World and that was in World, like it just, whew, man. The damage values would have to be huge, huge, huge. On top of that, it better create a mark, and it should automatically make your bug start manually attacking, right? And creating dust for you, because that's another big thing that we're not capitalizing on. Your kinsect itself, first off, where's the insect to the glaive is my question, right? That's the one big question. Where's the insect to the glaive? And people are like, it's there. What are you talking about? You know what you're talking about. No, the fucking ain't. What are you talking about? The only time he ever gets used is whenever you have triple buff, and you're finally wildly swinging, which you won't be doing or shouldn't be doing, because you should be harvesting tornadoing. But anyway, if you were, he only comes out when you combo with triple buff, right? Otherwise, you're tornadoing. That's it. So on top of that, you're going to want a mark to capitalize on his attack type. Blunt is freaking amazing, people. You are underestimating Blunt. You put a Blunt bug on that head, it's game over, dude. It is game over. Trust me, trust me, trust me. Solo play, team play. Sever's fine for drill. If you're good at drilling, like drilling is your specialty as Glaive, use Elemental Boost or Sever Boost with a Sever bug. You're good to go, bro. Like, just have fun. Have a good day. Like, but it's just Blunt Boost, or either way, just a Blunt bug on the face of any monster is just amazing. Like the bug becomes utilized. I can't talk right. But it's utilized now. He has attack type. He has life now. He's doing what he wants to do. He's wildly attacking the boss, which can look really cool, especially if they jump and he auto attacks him out the air type thing, which has happened plenty of times where I played. Dust will happen more often, right? Become more utilized. So stuff like that, right? All of that becomes utilized. Drilling would be a big one as well. Like, that's not being used currently in my book. It's not as much, right? It's just, especially if you LT harvest in a tornado, you will never really drill ever. Like, it's just so weird. It's like in the beta, you're gonna like jump. It's weird how you're gonna jump. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's just you'll jump every once in a while, but it's just so weird, man. It's even with this twirl, man. It's got me weird, man. It's got me all feeling weird. But it's just, you're wasting so much time for one skill, dude. Because, like, remember, bosses flail, too. Not all the time you're going to be, it was like, oh, just be the tip of the head. I mean, it's easier said than done a lot of times, not going to lie. A lot of times you're going to run in there real fast, like, do, all that good stuff, but it's just, yeah. Upswinging, all that stuff. Bosses feel like they get up really fast now, too. Unless you hit them like an environment, it felt like if you watch the speedruns, they got up really quick. Or flashbangs out the sky, maybe. That was kind of quicker. But knockdowns, they got up really fast, though. Maybe it's different for me, or it felt different for me. It just feels that way on Wild. So, but yeah, you're literally charging it for 3 seconds while everybody has a full combo, doing their full shatters, using their resources to do their burst of damage, while you're over here to do. Hopefully you can get 2 off. You did like 400 or 500 damage, while everybody else did like 8 to 1,000. It's like, damn, okay, that's not a lot at all. Shit, that's a waste of time. Like, I don't know. Why are you going charging? Why? From my point of view and my experience as Glaive playing it and what y'all were going for and going to now, what happened? Why? Like I said, the Kinsect doesn't get used. Besides, whenever you have triple buff, you attack, he'll come out, harvest extract, or tornado. The only time. Other than that, he's on your arm. Doesn't regen stamina over time. He will if you get colors and suck him in like in World. Unless for some reason it's just like every 10 seconds it goes something like that, but World, it was really fast, but it's just, I don't understand why does he even have stamina. I just don't understand that part either. That just especially now, you're not really capitalizing on him like you used to. Like he's just there. I'm still gonna say it. I'm sorry. Like I said, I had the experience and the time still. Like I'm Glaive, bro. Like I want to see who's working on it right now. How much like the difference in time and experience here is just you guys are pushing it to charge when it's airy, having a light and graceful movement or manner. English in the air, high up of air, all that good stuff, having acceptable lightness, delicacy, and refinement. Does charging seem like any of that? No. You're literally sitting there like a rock, bro. Like, but anyways, we'll watch the end. It's okay. I had to pause for a little bit. It's just, we're about to get to the next part here. It's about to be crazy, man. Eric, I love you, bro. That's why I watched the ad, man. I got you, dude.
This will make that move
So,
3x few tweaks. Comment
right
on this and add tweaks. One thing to note is that the controls for the charging descending slash is staying the same. Tokida did comment on this, and after a lot of thought, he thought it actually adds sort of another layer of skill for the player rather than changing this control scheme and tweaking the whole way the weapon controls.
What are you talking about? Now, is that's the descending thrust they're talking about, correct? Am I going crazy here?
He adds sort of another layer.
Jump and advance slash descended thrust. Hang on, that's descended thrust. Hang on, that's focus and leaping. Harvest extract, all that good stuff. See, that's what I'm talking about. Harvest extract, all the good stuff. Strong descended thrust. Hopefully, you're not talking about descended thrust. I don't. Oh, I think it was the first attack, but either way, it's just no. I mean, nothing's gonna change, but no, it's I play it more than y'all do, and no, I mean, why are we going charging though? Like, why? What's the point? There's a plethora of other weapons that charge, and even then, even if we were a charge weapon, why isn't it the Kinsect that's getting charged? Why is it the weapon? Then it's just the glaive. So why aren't we just the glaive you're like in Lost Ark or something? You know, not just an insect glaive. Because like I said, where's the insect to the glaive? There's nothing to him, dude. Like, just, I'm sorry. That's what I do sometimes. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, man. Just, this is my weapon. Like I said, this is ESPN for me, man. I'm just all over it, bro. Like, I don't understand. What, and then on top of that, what part of skill did it add? Like, because that is the first attack, right? And we're going to go to, I know I'm like squinting and stuff, right? Right here, right? It should show it at the start, I thought, right? Right. Nope, maybe. I think this is the one they're talking about, this one. Because the other one's strong descending thrust, not slash. This is slash. So, if he's talking about this one, no. Like, what part of skill does it add besides you wasting your time, like choosing to use it to waste your time or not? Unless it does some massive damage and stagger, all that good stuff, like I said, maybe. But even then, the only time you're ever gonna use it is when the boss is flailing, because any other time you're gonna want to be jumping and spinning with the increased aerial damage, right? Because even if it stays on you, Tornado would get increased damage because it's aerial. Like, it's the strongest thing. I don't understand what you're doing. What are you doing? What are you talking about? Please. Somebody send. I beg it. God, please. I'm on video. I'm begging. Please. I should be. Please. Send this to them, man. What do you please respond to me, man? I want to know what they're doing, dude. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't. There's so much wrong. LT Harvest. Kinsect's not being used. Descendant Thrust is rarely used on. I mean, unless like you're really going to use it after a twirl. Otherwise, your LT Harvest and Tornado they're going to have to slow down LT Harvest. Marking's so weird. Like, it's just. On top of this, just like I said, realism as well, right? Like, because what you're doing is you're consuming your flinch free as well. Like, every time is gone. Unless you really want to melee play and spin in the air, but even then you're going to have to run flinch free. Right? But it's like the one, you only got to run one, but even then it's freaking annoying. But that's where we're going to get in this realism topic here. Is, they're talking about realism, right, as well. And it's crazy to me. It's so crazy, right? Because look, and that's why like they've added, because I've watched another video, and that's why they've added player element where they can hit each other, basically, is because they wanted realism, all this good stuff. Watch your realism right here. Watch the timer. Watch the timer. Right. Okay, so about 7.55, right? Watch this. That was about a 5-second stun. Dude, why isn't anybody talking about this? He did. He did here. He said he'd rather get knocked in the air, which is true. But even then, if you're pushing for realism, don't you ever get me on this topic because you guys are cherry picking like no tomorrow. And what do you mean, Mike? Fatalis. He could have just fucking turned us to dust. But if anybody's read his lore, read his lore, you little nasty turds. But read his lore. Jesus. But either way, whenever he does his fire breath, when he leans that head back and curves and shoots that cone out, I'm pretty sure that could melt anything in its path. So why is it possible for a shield player to just shield block it like it's nothing? Oh, but they have the magical power of shield block? That's not real. The shield isn't going to fucking melt? Don't give me that crap, dude. Don't. Cherry picking. Cherry picking. Take it out the game. People do this shit on purpose too, dude. I'm serious. Are cluster bombs in WoW still? I haven't looked this up or anybody talked about it. Are cluster bombs still there? People are going to spam cluster bombs still, dude. They hit you like no tomorrow. Why? And it's one of their stronger attacks too, right? But why? Does it hit the... There's a difference between adding realism and fate, or realism and fantasy, right? Or whatever, but it's just... You can't cherry pick too much, bro. Like, this is too far for me. I feel, because even then, if I put it like this, if I could get flinch free 3 triple buff acrobat in this game like I could in World, I'm pretty sure I could get off the ground quicker than that. But I'm pretty sure those aren't in here. So, or the acrobat isn't. I'm pretty sure the other two are, but it's just, I just said pretty sure the other two are. Flinch free 3 is, and triple buff is dipshit. But you know what I mean. It's just, why? What are y'all doing? It just punishes the other player. It really freaking does. It's not fair to that person. They honestly, like, for example, me, Glaive, I could jump over somebody and they could upswing me and hit me for no reason on accident. And it's, we're paying attention. What? Wild triple buff flinch free 3? Like, and they still can? Why? No. Yeah, I understand if, like, they're paralyzed, slept, or stunned. Fine, fair. He can knock him up 5 seconds stun from his teammate. Fine. Whatever. Even then, I feel like that's stupid. The stun would be a lot quicker, I feel like, or not at the same time. Like, it's just so crazy. Yeah, free pick. There you go. It's just so crazy, man. Like, why are you doing this? Like, example, another one would be, for me, is the meal, is a prime example. Could you imagine the PSI pressure of that water she shoots out and hits you with? Not only that, it's just the blunt force of the monsters swiping you. How heavy are these monsters? 5, 10, 20 tons? They could be pretty fucking heavy, right? Swiping you, smacking a human body. Could you imagine that in real life getting swiped? That'd be like getting hit by a metal beam in real life. Like, bro, you would get ripped in half. So realism can't... Here's another one. Here's a big one, right? And people are like, oh, it would just break the game. That doesn't break the game for that player. That player paid he's going to get punished by this other player. Other players can upswing, knock you around after paying $70 for a genuine fun game that was made hard. No. I'm sorry, that was just like a bad example. But it's just, I'm saying I'm dropping $70 in the game just to get smacked around by somebody just because they want realism in the game. But yet you got monsters smacking me and not ripping me in half. I guess for mutants or something too. Like, I think we're dwarves though. I mean, the mosquitoes are sizes of house cats. So I thought that we're dwarves. That's just me. That'd be funny, But it's probably just them, just that much bigger. So, but that's just not fair, man. It's not fair to that player. It's not. For your sick pleasure to me of realism, I'm not being mean when I say it. I know it sounds mean. It's just fatalis. Okay, don't get on me. Look at y'all, bro. Like, come on. Anyways, you don't know what I'm talking about. Look it up. But it's just realism. Please, you can't do that in this game, man. I'm sorry, you can't. At a certain point, you could. Like, for example, here's one. Y'all's TV show y'all have on Netflix Japan or whatever. Go watch it. It's a Monster Hunter series. I have it on my rants highlighted a few parts. You had a insect glaive in there, and she was paralyzed or whatever, and the kinsect dragged her away from the boss. Why can't our kinsects have some sort of interaction with our player? that would make more sense, would it not? It would want to help its master, correct? Just like the Palico. The Palico could too, but there's times he doesn't when you ping him to come help you. So the Kinsect could, right? If you're Insect Glaive, otherwise that would be the perk of Insect Glaive over a great sword or a hammer, but whatever. So that'd be different, right? And here's I know it's at the very end. I should have said this at the beginning, but I'm going to end out to this one though. But you guys, if anything, should have just went. They're right there in your faces in World all day when you play. Everybody plays all day, and you jump around. They're called wedge beetles. They're right there. We could use them as glaives. Attach them to the arm. We could grab any surface. Any of these surfaces we could grab. Yes, there's rocks, boulders, all this other stuff. Yes, we could grab out here in the open because it wasn't always just empty sand. Yes, there's certain parts, but there was always a boulder or an overhang or something that we could grab at some point as a glaive, right? Why couldn't we? I mean, they'd be like, well, what about the auto-attacking and dust? Take them out. They'll be gone. We would have stam reduction. Not much, maybe 10 to 15%. Not much, right? Not too much. On top of that, you would have, what was it? Yeah, you would be able to, like I said, grab any surface, stam reduction, all that great stuff. Jump on any surface. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, basically, yeah, okay. I'm trying to make sure I'm getting it right because you would lose auto-attacking, which would be oh, no. The passive. That's it, the passive. That's it. You would get a passive buff like the old GU bugs did. Look at them up. I'm pretty sure those are passive buffs if I read it right. So the bug literally had 30% affinity for you or just him, but make it for it's you and the player and the bug. The bug, God, the bug could do damage. You could say still it was like a 50 to 60 hit when you shoot. You could make it where you grab the boss too. That's where you could implement what could be for the bug. If not, whatever. But if you implement it for the bug, make it where it increase the affinity or his damage when you shot into the boss to grab it, just slam into it, grab out, pull out, or something like that. But anyways. But if not, and you just added the wedge beetle, having we just had the passive buff of 30% affinity for you or your teammates as well, like just something like that, like a utility user that can hop around, do a lot of damage, instead of relying on drilling, all that good other stuff. But it'd be a different play style for the insect glaive. I would have to try it out that way first to learn more how to upgrade it more from there. But yeah, that would be my version of changing the weapon up, not charging it. He needs to be changed. Not this. This is perfectly fine. It's just the same as everybody. Everybody else does the same wild, mindless swinging. Hey, I'm an ogre. I shield block everything, but aerial is OP. Just. Anyways, I'm done. Hello, this is me. I know I rage rant. Look at me. I'm cool, ain't I? But yeah. Hopefully I pushed you a little more to be like, oh damn, he's making a point. Yeah, because Glaive is. Right now, I hope we got to play more, but we don't. So I'm gonna go back and play the beta when it comes out, but it's not gonna be what I want it to be. But it's whatever. So yeah, I'll have more videos after this. Probably check out the beta some more. Maybe say something. If not, it's whatever. We'll wait till the beta of the actual game drops. Go from there. Otherwise, check me out on Twitch. I'm not on every day like I'm supposed to be. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Don't hate me. I probably won't make it to 10K. I'm trying so hard, but I probably won't. I'm really going to dedicate multiple days in a row to it to catch up. So I'm behind. I had a lot of movement going on. Holidays, just no excuses. I know. I'm sorry. I won't let you down. I'm going to try. Even if I get the 9K, I don't care. I wanted 7,500 by the end of the year last year. That's all that mattered to me with over 100 followers on Twitch. Thank you so much for that, guys. YouTube, I've actually got a few more of those. Thank you so much for those subscribers as well. If you're here, thank you. Hit that like button, all that good stuff. Let's get it up there. I saw like buttons are the big thing for YouTube videos, so hit them like buttons. Please help me out. Glaive, save the Glaive. That's what it is right now. I ain't just aerial now. Save the Glaive. It's in trouble. The devs are trying to push it as a charge weapon. It's might as well just take it out the game, just bring in the chain blades at this point. You're just wasting time. It's just not working. But I'm out. I love y'all. Thanks for coming. Peace out. Hope you like the camera. Check me out on Twitch. See y'all later. Adios.